Hello everyone, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing tonight? Welcome to my channel, and I hope you're all having a great day. It's Friday, and so I'm ready for the weekend. So I'm here to share a couple things with you tonight. Flip through of a Crackerjack Journal. Really only because I did some different things in here, and I want to remember how I did this one. Like, everyone's different, so if I need ideas for my next journals, sometimes I'll look back and say, oh yeah, how did I do? What did I do in that journal? And I'll watch my video to remember what I did. So it's kind of like for posterity reasons, besides showing this is for a special person. So maybe she wants to see a flip through of her journal. And also I have some happy mail to share from Maria. So this is going to be quick. It's made the same as the others that I've shown you. So I'm just going to flip through so I can remember how I did this. This one, I think it's chunkier than all the rest. I mean, look at this. I stuffed it full because I looked at my last, I remembered how I did the last few that I've done. And then I looked at my last one and I said, oh, I got to put this in there. I got to put that in there. And I put everything in like the last one plus things, new things. So pretty chunky. But yeah, so we've got our cover here made from a Crackerjack box and 3 signatures sewn in. I've got black wax cord eyelets on the front and back for a little tie closure with these pretty ribbons. And then in the front, I did a little work with you on this. And if you saw that video, you know I did a double pocket in the front this time. And I have a little flash card, which I did in the last couple. This one I put lined paper on the back and sewed it on. This is a flap made from a flap from the Crackerjack box, this one right here. And so I've got a double pocket here made with cardstock on the bottom and a little, like a mini playing card right here as the second pocket. I've got a little label here that says this book belongs to. Let me show you up close because I know it's tiny. Right, so let's tuck those back in here. I'm just having a really nice evening here crafting and having a magical time here in my craft room. I just watched a movie as I finished this up, and I really enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, it's a YouTube movie. And it says, underneath it said free with ads. I don't remember seeing any ads though. The only ads I remember seeing is in the beginning. So I don't know what that was about, but it was Grace Kelly, if you haven't seen that one. I think it was really nice movie. So, and Nicole Kidman plays Grace Kelly. So very, very beautiful. She made a beautiful Grace Kelly. Very, very good movie, I thought. Anyway, back to the journal. I started each signature out with some cardstock. So this is, I had the polka dot here, that's cardstock. And then this is apples. So pretty, right? So we'll just flip so you can see. All the papers that had white are either coffee dyed or spritz with color. So you can see that's coffee dyed there. And I won't say this is scrapbook paper, because whenever you see colored paper like this, you know it's scrapbook paper. Got a little pocket here, a little, let's see, does it open? No, this one doesn't open, I don't think. Yeah, that was the scrap. So I used it and made a pocket and decorated it with a little flower there. I've got ephemera here. These are pieces from Crafty Emily. So cute. I used some. I actually used some. Kind of been hoarding them a little bit. But these are so cute. I thought my friend that's getting this journal would like some of these little pieces, and they're so adorable. So those are in that first pocket. You see there's 4 pieces in there, so you see what I mean when I say stuff this full of ephemera, right? So here on this foldout, I used a little spelling bee game card. See the little bee there? And so I just use that as a little tab. And that folds out. That's on Ledger. That's on Vintage Ledger. So I'm just going to flip for you. That's spritzed. And this is, I think, coffee dyed. Here's a flip up pocket here. It flips up for journaling room. And then several pieces of ephemera in here. Just fun. I just picked out fun pieces that would fit in here. Believe it or not, it's a little bit hard to... I was like, oh, I just need all my small pieces, to put in here. A little bit hard to, Oh, you know, just looking everywhere for small pieces to fit in here, because this is tiny, right? So, but it's fun. It's fun. I like making small ephemera. That's why I try to make all sizes. This is a flip out here on this lined paper. So let's just flip. Not take too long here. There's a pocket here. This was a fold-up pocket on this paper because it was long. I had room to fold it up and make pockets. I got a couple flowers there. A mini Rolodex card, a game card here. This is like a mini card game, and this is a just a tag with some eyelash trim and a little decoration. Is this a pocket? Oh, this is a pocket here. I took this in here so my friend remembers that this is a pocket. I forgot it was a pocket myself until just now. I remembered that that was a pocket there. So yes, that's in that pocket. Yeah, like I said, I was just going through all my ephemera, pulling out small ephemera to see if it would fit in here. Let's see now, we're catching on. I'm catching on the ticket, I think, here, getting this back in here. Of course, on video it catches, right? Okay, so here I have a flip up, flip down, as you can see, and the little flower here is the tab, so this flap can be held down by the flower. There's the middle of the first signature. Okay, so here's another pocket. I've got a decorated little tag here. So cute. Some a Tim Holtz man there with some flowers. You know, it's Friday night. Sometimes on Friday night I just want to take a breath and just, I've made it through the week, right? Okay, so here is, I'm gonna slow down. I'm not gonna try to go so fast. It's like, you know, let's just get this done. You know, I want to just take my time and do a flip through here and enjoy it, right? So here is some rickrack, and this is a flip out. So everybody take a deep breath and enjoy this with me. So this is spritzed, and here I put some scraps that I made into a little notepad. It's glued on. Well, this is sewn across the top, so it's sewn together, and then I glued it on. But it's several pieces of like lace dyed, as you can see the patterns maybe. I'll show you up close in just a second, but several pieces of coffee dyed paper that is a printout, you know. I showed that earlier, probably about, was it a week ago? Or maybe it was this week at the beginning of the week, where I made envelopes out of Sherry Smear's Studio 28E, her digi kit, where she had envelopes of the lace dyed, coffee dyed paper. So pretty. So I had a scrap of that and made that into a little notepad. So just to remind everybody. So flip out here. And you can see pretty scrap of paper. Here's a little tag here, another little Tim Holtz lady. She's so cute. You know, she looks like somebody I know. I swear I know somebody that looks just like her, but I don't know who it is. But I could just, like, I know I've talked to that lady before, you know what I mean? She's somewhere. I have to keep my eye out for her, but I know her. I feel like I know her. Here's a little tag here. Let's see, I think, where did I get this? It was either Tim Holtz or from Crafty Emily. I'm not sure now where I got that one piece there, but here's, we're starting a second signature with, you know, like I said, each one starts with some nice cardstock, so you have a nice sturdy cover. Okay, a little flip down there. I have a little number label right there, decorating that. It's a red label over the blue and white cardstock. I thought that looked really pretty. I like that look. Here's a pretty little tag I pulled from my ephemera stash. That's decorated with napkin and a Tim Holtz paper dolls, these two little girls. So, little flip out here. Plenty of room for writing or putting in whatever you want. A nice big flip here where this is, you know, like a long, I guess I could call it a long tab, you know, and then, but it extends the room. I really like these, where it extends your writing room or whatever you're putting on this side. And you can also have it, you know, it extends both sides. You can put something over here, you know, so I think those are really neat. I love the spritzes too on the paper. It just adds some nice shading. Here's a pocket here with, there's a couple pieces here. This is a a piece that was in my ephemera, an ephemera pack, and it was just like this, and I was like, did I make this? But no, it was just like this. It was torn, and it looks like, I don't know, it's some kind of, like the corner of a certificate or something. I thought it was so neat. It was just like, because all the rest of the stuff in there was smooth cut, you know, and there's just one ripped piece, and I was like, well, that stuff looks like something I would make, you know. A little file folder, so adorable, right? So cute. Like, I love making mini things, right? So, a little pocket here. Now, over here I put a quote. This was on the top of one of my paper pads. It says, happiness is homemade. So I put that there, and the red letters match this journal so nicely. A little pocket here where I have like a little finger access with a pretty little piece of ephemera here. It says Glenn's drugstore on there. Isn't that adorable? Don't you love stuff like that? I do. So a little journaling card. And this is a tag that I just made from several. There's 2 layers on top of this tag. It's a black cardstock with this pretty yarny kind of trim here. And that's a pretty little label on there too with a horse. And I love that red label on the yellow. It looks so pretty. So that is in there. I had fun with this one. I have fun with all of them, but you know, it's just it was fun. Everyone's fun, but this was fun too. So here, I had fun doing different things. You know what I mean? Another finger hole pocket with the word "beautiful" on this label, and that's one of the labels from what DigiKit is that from? I'll tell you in a second. Let me think. This is just a little piece of something that they can use for a journaling card or decoration. Something from one of my paper pads I think I cut out. And this is a bee. I actually made these. I don't have this stamp. I actually made these I found this bee online, and I printed it. I printed a bunch of them. I think it was what it was on a file folder. Then I used my circle punched it out, made a little tag out of it. So, because I wanted this, I wanted this bee rubber stamp in the worst ways, but I didn't want to spend the money on it. So I just like, okay, I can get around that. I'll just print some out. So that's what I did. And then I distressed it and everything. Maybe, I don't know, it's coffee dyed or distressed or something, but it really came out really nice. And then here is, this is just a Post-it note that I thought was pretty, and it looked pretty on this yellow. Here, this yellow kind of looks like the lattice on this scrapbook paper. And then this is a piece, this is just a really kind of a really pretty little piece, a Post-it note. I got it at a thrift store. And it looks like, almost like folk art or I don't know, Pennsylvania Dutch or something. Just that whole look reminds me of that. So this is a little, let's see, let me pull everything out so I can tell you what it is. Okay, I can remind myself what it is. It's a pocket, so I have a journaling card. I had a journaling card in the back part of the pocket. And then there's a tag and a word on here. So each of those elements is a pocket. So there's a pocket here behind the tag. And there's a pocket behind, let me put this behind the tag too. That little piece of, that can be used as a journaling card or decoration. And then this little tiny tag with the number on it. That was in this pocket right here, and it's just kind of, you know, it doesn't go way over, but it is a little tuck spot there. So that was just a fun little thing I had fun with making. I've got Rick Rack, one page, and each signature has Rick Rack on a page like this, all up and down the side as trim. So that's this one. This page flips out. We've got tuck spot on the side here. Now I did them different in this one. I used a little short kind of trim. Well, it's kind of like a tab here on the side that also acts as a tuck spot. The last couple I made a strip all up and down here on the page, like trim, like I did. Did I do one in here? I don't think I did one in here. I think I did them like this because I like this polka dot. I didn't have enough to make. I probably didn't have enough to go all up and down the page. I made this little tuck spot and put this little label on here that says thankful. And I just thought that was so cool because I just like the whole look of that red label on the polka dot cardstock. And then here, this is just a piece of ephemera that I made out of some, oh, I think I printed these out, and it says field notes, and it's just something to write on and have fun with. It's coffee dyed. And then another piece of this was a cutout. This is an original there. And this is a little journaling card that I made where I think I either drew those lines or I did them on a computer and printed it out. But anyway, it's a little line journaling card. So that was fun. Oh, I know where these were from. I think these words are from Sherry's Tulip, Everything Tulip kit, which is coming out. It came out. It came out on June 15th. I think it's in her shop now. So, yeah, if you want some cool red label words like that, those came from Sherry's Tulip kit, I believe, if I remember right. And so we've got flip outs, more scrapbook paper. Here's a little flip down here with a pocket. It's decorated with a flower too. And here I have a tag that can also serve as decoration. And so that was tucked in there. And then this is a little piece of ephemera that I thought was so pretty. It's got just like a scene here, country scene in a nice house. And that was in my ephemera. From one of my ephemera packs, like, I think probably one. I don't think this is Tim Holtz. I think it's probably one that trying to think. It might be a Tuesday morning ephemera pack. So, yeah, I just thought that was so pretty. And then some more. This is double-sided cardstock target. This red here is double-sided. So that starts off our third signature. And I'm just going to flip. So you can see, and so I can remember what I did here. I used some cutoffs for like a label. I noticed when I was making this, I cut this piece off. I was like, you know what? I was just laying here at my table, and I was like, you know, that looks like a label, doesn't it? It has that middle part where they can write on or something. So that's what I did with it. I used it like as a label. So always fun to use your scraps, right? This one I put another red label. This one I used a big blank one that I had and put it on that little tuck spot. There's a tag here. And I'm a member of several Facebook groups, and it's really cool because a lot of the Facebook groups, the admins do digital kits, and they'll give you freebies once in a while, and I think this was a freebie. These labels, they were some red and some green, all different sizes of labels in one of the Facebook groups. So that is really cool. If you don't participate in Facebook groups, you know, you might want to, I mean, I wouldn't want, you know, that shouldn't be the only reason you join, but, you know, I mean, I didn't even know that when I started joining Facebook groups, and I was like, oh, look at this, some free, you know, digis. That's cool, right? So here's a little pocket. And this is a piece of ephemera, either from Tuesday Morning or Tim Holtz. So cool. It's like a little, kind of almost like a time card. Let's see what it says on this side here. Something about electrician. I don't know I mean, I can't read it right now, but it's just really cool if you can see all the little lines and stuff on there. And then it can be written on the back or just used as decoration. This is one of my little booklets. I think this is my last one. I was looking for more, and I found this one, and I couldn't find any more, so I must have used them all already. But it's one of my little accordion booklets. And then, you know, I just made the front look like a cover. So it can go this way or it can go this way. But, you know, and be journaled on or whatever somebody might want to do. You could glue it down and use it as a little flip, you know, fold out. So just fun little things, right? So, and here is another pocket and another little file folder. And this one could be decorated. It's kind of plain. I just made it from it's made from cardstock. And it's got some pastel colors on it, but it's a little plain. So if somebody wanted to decorate that right inside as a journaling spot, secret journaling spot or something, that's pretty cool. And this is another little card from that same kit that I got, that one that I just, or same pack that I just showed, that one came from that I just showed you. And this has numbers all over it. I thought that was really cool. Red and black numbers. And it's got like a green background, like ledger or something. So I love stuff like that. So those are in there. Here's a flip up here, copy dyed inside. And this is a little tag made from, I think this is a copy of my painting papers. So I made a little double tag there out of this one, and there's the inside. Yeah, that's a copy of my painting papers that I made. I have the originals. And then this is a little tag that can be decorated or written on or whatever. I like to put stuff like that for people to have fun. And then this is a coin envelope that I decorated. Book page in the back. A little acetate flower there on the front. So pretty. I love how you can see through that. A journaling card inside. It's cardstock. But this is so pretty. Can you see in the camera? Let me show you if I can. How you can see through this flower. That's so cool. And then here's a flip out. All right. See, there's so many pockets and tuck spots in here. That's crazy. But okay, this is one that's not a flip out. I was trying to see if that's a flip out. That's one that was a cutoff that I used to make a pocket. A tag. See, I just stuffed these full. A lot of them have 2 or 3 or 4 things in them. This is a little journaling spot with it decorated with a butterfly. And another little tag there. Okay, we're almost at the back, and then we'll get to Maria's Happy Mail. Okay, so here we go. Red Rick Rack. That's that decorated, you know, lace dyed, coffee dyed paper from Sheree. This is one of my envelopes I made. Was it last night or the night before? This is the back here. Let me just show you. In the back, I'll open this in just a second. In the back, I have, this is some paper, like vintage lined paper. This is a double pocket again, so that paper's in the back pocket. And I have the little Crackerjack prize from the box, from this box right here. In this pocket, this is the Queen of Hearts from that mini playing card deck that I have, and put it right there as a pocket. So that little Crackerjack prize is in there. So this was paper clipped in here, and this is the little pocket, I think, was it last night, that we decorated together. And it's the one, if you didn't see it, go back and watch that video because these are fun. But it's the one that opens up like this. So cool, right? And you have all this journaling room in here. Since this had so much blank space, I didn't cover up this is a poem. I didn't cover it up. But if the person that gets this journal, my friend, wants to cover this up, she can certainly do whatever she wants in here, you know. I just left it for her to do what she wants to do, you know. I didn't make that decision for her, and it's all distressed and stuff. And it was the smallest one, so I was like, I really wanted to put one in here, and it was the smallest one. So I said, oh, let me go ahead and put this one in here. And I just had a paper clipped right here. I've got 2 paper clips in here. This one's the other one was a heart, which we already went by, and that's an owl paper clip. So, and that just ties together in all of its chunkiness. So that one is going out to my friend. And then, so here's Maria's Happy Mail. Now, I've already undone it, so I'll show you what Maria sent me. She sent me a few goodies. This pretty little ribbon was, and I've already used half of it. It was twice as long, but it's a purple with glittery gold kind of borders, top and bottom. So pretty. And then she said she has a note. She sent me several notes in here. One of them says, I heard you were out of wallpaper. So she sent me some pretty wallpapers. This one looks like bark. Isn't that cool? Really pretty. And the shading on here is nice. There's like greenish kind of, you know, great for neutral colors for a vintage look. And then here's some pretty pastel, brown and pink. There's the back. Wouldn't that be pretty? And I've got an idea for that. Just popped into my head. You might see that again soon. And then, yeah, I guess I could tell you, right? So I need to start my my grandchild's journal. It's my journal for my grandchild, right? I'm first time Mimi coming up, right, in November. So my first grandchild's coming in November, and so I've already decided I'm going to be called Mimi. And so I'm going to call it Mimi's Journal. So this would be pretty in Mimi's Journal, wouldn't it? I mean, I don't know if it's a boy or girl. And it has pink on it, so I don't know about that. But it does have brown and pink. And so, I don't know, it's a baby, right? So I could use whatever color. It doesn't have to be pink or blue, does it? So here, these two are really cool too. These two match. These two match. So these could be used together. I think, do they look nice together? This is kind of a, this is like a plaid or gingham. And this has these little leaves that match the green here. I think they coordinate really well together. So that's the wallpaper. And then she sent me this little, this is a really strong, like almost like a, well, it's a plastic pocket. And she sent me several papers in here. Let me see if I can get them all out. And so yeah, see, a really strong, like little pocket envelope type of thing that I can use for organizing or whatever. And then she sent me some cardstocky things here that can be cut up or used as a whole. Like these would make great pages, right? Or, and if it was too big, like for a traveler's notebook, I could always fold it in and make a flip out. Or, you know, I can coffee dye them. So I really like this, all the numbers and words on here too. It's really cool. And, you know, looks really, they look really, like these will come in handy. And then here we have some, she knows I like bunnies. Of course, I go crazy over bunnies, right? So she sent me a bunny page here from, it looks like it's from an encyclopedia. Yeah, this is the bunny side. So all of these bunnies, I wonder, I have to think about what I want to do with this, because I could cut them all out and use them separately. Wouldn't that be fun? To use these separate as little decorations on a page. I might have to cut those all out separately. I think I might have to do that. So here's another little bunny cut out from something. It's like a children's book. It's very, very strong, almost like cardstock. So that whatever book this was on had very thick pages, and looks like it was vintage. But those are cute little bunnies in the flower garden there. And of course, this guy is really cute. Here's the turtle and the bunny. Finished 5 miles. But look at this turtle with his mouth open. I wonder what he's saying. So cute. And so, yeah, she cut that out for me. She sent me a strawberry page from her, from a magazine, it looks like. Pretty magazine. But I love this. It's so pretty, right? I have to put that, I have to do something with that soon, too. Here's one of her notes. Yeah, she said she wanted to send me some things. And thank you, Maria, so much. I just, yeah, thank you so much. This is also so cool. I already thanked her. I texted her right away and thanked her. But here is some leather she sent me. And I think I commented when she made she made a braided bracelet from leather. And I thought it was so cool. And I think I maybe commented or said somewhere when I was talking to her or something that I didn't have any leather and I wanted to make one. And I needed to get some leather, and she sent me some leather. So cool, isn't it? I'm going to smell it. So, yeah, I'm going to look at Walmart tomorrow for some snaps and a snap setter thingamabob. So, a little tool. I don't have that. So, I might go ahead and see if I can get one. And because I have some other ideas that I'd like to use snaps for. So I thought, well, you know, now I have an excuse to buy one. I need to make a bracelet. So, and then she sent me these cool books. Okay, so this one, a cookbook for children, Meals of Many Lands. So look at all the different children here on the cover. So cute. And let's see, here's the back. And let's see. So cool. I love the pictures in here. I already looked at it. What year? Do we have a year? Let me see. Don't see one yet. But of course, this does look definitely vintage. It's kind of like browning on the pages. If I can find a year for you, I will tell you. But I don't see one yet. But still, I think this is so cool. Look at the glossary page here, too. Isn't this nice? I love the little, you know, all the little pictures. And there's, let's see, I think there's another glossary page. Is there another glossary page? Oh, it's just this one, this one, this one. Okay, I guess that's it too. And then here's what the pages look like. Aren't they neat? And I was looking at some of these. You could actually cut them in half if I wanted to take this apart. Cut them in half and use, you know, half the page and fold it. And then you have a nice little half a, you know, if you have a smaller journal that you're creating. So fun. I just love these pictures. All kinds of stuff. Mexican cocoa, nachos. Let's see, what other kind of stuff do we have? Guacamole salad. Lime sherbet with strawberries. Here's Italy. I'm trying to see China. I'm trying to see what countries are in here. France. Russia. Scandinavia. Kind of very cool. America. What do they have for America? Oven fried chicken, candied yams, green beans, apple crisp, and milk to drink. That's funny. I don't like yams, but okay. It's like the one food that I don't like, right? I like pretty much everything except for sweet potatoes. Anyway, Tales of Peter Rabbit. Now, these two are special. These two are going into Mimi's bookshelf. So I have a little bookshelf, and I might have mentioned it before. I don't know, you know, how we talk during our videos. We don't remember what we said, right? But I have Mimi's bookshelf in another room here in my house that I've already set up for my grandchild so we can read stories together. And Maria sent me these two books, and she sent me the sweetest little note that she thought, you know, when she saw these, she thought, of course, I like bunnies. So she thought I would enjoy reading these to my grandchild. So can't wait to do that. Velveteen Rabbit and the Tales of Peter Rabbit. And aren't they beautiful? They look new. And I don't really care how old or new they are. They're beautiful books. And this will be fun, holding my grandchild in my lap and turning these pages and reading them together, right? So fun. So fun. So fun. And she'll fall asleep. He or she will fall asleep, I'm sure, reading. And then I'll be able to, that's what I picture. A peaceful night reading stories with my grandchild in the rocking chair. I don't have a rocking chair. On the couch. Okay, so here's a frog. So cool, right? Kind of a Beatrix Potter. It's Beatrix Potter, of course. So anyway, that's what Maria sent me. So I hope you enjoyed my flip through and my happy mail. And I wish you all a magical evening. After I watched Grace Kelly, for some reason I feel magical. It didn't show the end of her life. I know that wasn't so magical, but it stopped before the end of her life. So anyway, the part I saw seemed really, really nice. And the movie stopped. I'm saying I watched the whole movie, but it stopped before the end of Grace Kelly's life, if you haven't seen that. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!